friend. I hope that you are doing well tonight or today, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started right away. But first, I would like to thank you friends who watch this, and I've only really directly thanked one of you in these videos because I'm bad with names, but now I took some time to try to remember some of you. Like Asheram, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'll just call you Ash. Thank you for watching. And I appreciate it. And I'm also curious if Jenna and Richie is still out there. Thank you. I remember that, Jenna used to comment on the past videos, but I haven't seen her, so I'm curious if you're still there. But thanks to everyone that is watching, both new and old. And this video is about the adventurer Simona. And Simona has recently moved into a new place in this magical world. She has her friend Fia the fox with her, and Goo the crocheted doll. The doll can also talk. But they've moved into a new city, or not a city, a small town rather. And it's very hilly and has beautiful houses on top of the hills, on the sides of the hills, with very beautiful architecture. And they are walking and realizing that they have no way of making food, making money to get food and stuff. They do have a house, so they only need to pay for food. So Simona says, I really think we should try to become a shopkeeper in one of these shops or something. Just work for them a little bit. And Fia says, well, I think we should go and look for treasures. I love looking for treasures. Treasures are the most amazing thing. And adventuring, you know I love adventuring. And Goo says, well, I hope that we don't do anything too dangerous now. We've already gone into quite the trouble. Fia says, yeah, well, at least Simona is equipped with a big great axe now, a magical axe as well. Simona says, well, let's just go around and look at what opportunities we can find. Hopefully, we will find something that isn't too dangerous. What about this shop? I think it's a pet store. And she points at a storefront that has a lot of interesting paraphernalia hanging on the outside of the house, and some bird houses and things. And the staircase up to this house on the side of the mountain, or a mound, is decorated with a lot of animal looking designs. And as she goes up to the front, she stands right in front of the big sign that says crawling creatures and cute cuddelies. And she walks into this store and is very amazed by all the creatures in here. It's not a super big place, but it's packed full with creatures in every corner. It is actually quite large, but it's filled up with so many creatures and cages and tanks with water that it's very cramped in here. But plenty of space for creatures to jump on and move around. It's kind of like very heavy with those kind of cat furniture things and things like that stuck to the wall so creatures can roam around. She gets intrigued by all the animals. She notices immediately a cat with interesting green fur, and it walks on the ceiling. And then there is a frog with horns, very big horns, and they look like goat horns, and the frog has dots. Rub, 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 rub. It makes the sound, well, it makes this kind of sound. Rub, 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 and it has different colored spots on its body. Then she sees a very common creature. It is slimes. They're big and round. Well, they're not, these ones are not big, they're small actually. But they're very round, and they have big round eyes that look kind of derpy, look in different directions. And they look up at Simona when she walks close, and their eyes just dumbly look at her. They are all different kinds of colors, but they're mostly green ones. There is a blue one and a red one that gets a bit too close to each other, and they form together to create a purple slime. But they become one slime with two eyes, so it looks like it's just one new slime. And they sound very squashy. That is what they sound like. And Simona walks up to a thing that looks like a tree. A tiny, tiny tree. And it's white. It's kind of like a fog tree. Very ghostly like. And then a person comes up behind Simona and says, "Hello, I'm Sally. How can I help you?" And it is a very tall looking woman with goggles on her head and a lab coat and very messy hair that looks like it's been through quite some mishaps. Looks like it's been burned in places and discolored in others. And she continues and says, This tree, this here is a ghost tree. It is very interesting species. If you look at this, and she brings her hand right through it, and it doesn't seem solid at all. It's like fog, and it gets deformed and then forms back. And as she runs her hand through the tree, it goes meep meep, meep meep meep, meep meep meep, meep meep. And then afterwards it goes and Simona says, "Oh, we were actually looking for a job. And would love to work with animals, so I thought maybe I'll check this place out and see if you need any help." And Sally says, "Perfect. I actually needed someone to go and grab some food for me in the swamp. Well, it's not food for me, it's food for my lovely creatures. It's puff puff mush mush. It's a kind of mushroom. It grows in the swamp. The swamp near here. It's called the Greco tree swamp." And Simona says, "Oh yeah, I think we could do that. Just go to grab some mushrooms." And Fia says, "We can absolutely do that. Let's go." And Simona says, "Wait, we need a map first. Take it slow, Fia." And Sally says, "Oh yeah, you can have one of my maps. The puff puff mush mush looks like very round mushrooms, very common mushrooms, but with one distinction, that they're very colorful. They are all solid color, but they are growing groups of different colors right next to each other, so they're very easy to spot." And Simona and her friends go to this very open swamp. There's very many trees, but very far apart. And she walks around for hours and hours. And Fia says, "Oh man, nothing interesting is happening. I thought this would be a much more fun quest of having to fight some big monsters for the loot that we need." Simona says, "We've had enough of big monsters. But I agree with you this time. I'm getting a little bit bored." But in their slight despair, they see with great joy the colorful mushrooms they wanted to find. It's all around a big tree. A very big and beautiful tree. The leaves look very much like flower petals and very green, and the leaves are also very sparse with big gaps in between them. And they go to pick up some of the mushrooms, but as they start to do that, they see a brumblehop jump down from on top of the tree and sits down on a big lily pad. It's a child-sized creature that looks like a frog. It has pluses or crosses for eyes, for pupils, rather round eyes with cross for pupils, and it looks like a frog, a humanoid frog that's very muscly, arms, a very big mouth, and these creatures can come in multiple color palettes, but this one is green, different shades of green, and he says, "Hello there, stranger, who are you?" Simona says, "I'm Simona." "And you?" Or she introduces, "This is Fia and Goo, and who are you?" The frog says, "Oh, I'm Lolo. I'm Loyoi. This is my home here, you see. But, those mushrooms you're picking up is, my food." And Simona says, "Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, but we really need some. Did you plant these here?" And he said, No, I didn't plant them here. I don't know how to plant things." "Oh, I was gonna ask if we could plant them again, but I guess that won't work then. Or maybe it will. Well, Sally would probably have already planted them if that was a possibility. Anyway, I need to just get some." And Loyoi says, "Oh, well, we can... I don't wanna strike you down or anything," this little child-sized creature says, not very intimidating. "Oh," Simona says, "well," or Fia says, "Oh, we'll strike you down, alright. We can strike you down anytime." And Simona says, "No, that won't be necessary." And Loyoi says, "Oh, well. You see, us Brumblehop are peaceful people, so I would rather strike a deal. If you just sit down here cross-legged with me, and you fox person can just sit as a fox does. But I'll make a deal. If you sit and meditate and really take in the responsibility and the understanding of nature, you can have some. for free. And Fia says, well, they're not really yours. Or they're not really yours. So I think we can just take them. And Simona says, no, let's do what this person wants. It will be easy. Fia says, oh, fine. And they sit down, and Loyoi starts talking about the world is so beautiful. You can just breathe in and breathe out. Feel the swamp around you. Feel the energies flowing through you. Feel how wonderful and connected you are. Smell the sweet smells of these mushrooms that you desire so much. Feel the wind relax you. I also forgot to mention the cool hat Loyoi has. It is a green leaf hat. Very fresh looking leaves with a wide brim and a nice big puffy flower that is pink and looks like a big fluffy cotton ball on a stem. But Loyoi goes on forever and ever, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna end anytime soon. 15 minutes pass, 20 minutes pass, and after 25 minutes, Simona is already so tired of looking for these mushrooms so much that she pokes Fia and gives her the hush sound, the hush sign. And they see that Loyoi has been sitting with their eyes closed for quite some time. And Simona realizes that now she can sneak up and take a bunch of the mushrooms and start running away. And they just run. And Fia, the fox, has a big smile on her lips as they run. And Fia says, oh man, I like this version of Simona. Simona says, hey, it was taking forever, okay? We need to feed those animals. It is for a good cause. So, I'm pretty sure Sally said it was urgent. Fia says, I'm pretty sure she didn't, but whatever. Goo says, oh, what are you doing? Or no, Goo says, oh yeah, that's a good point. I think you did it for the good of the animals. Yes, you did it for the good of the animals. And they run back to the shop called Crawling Creatures and Cute Cuddelies. And they give the mushrooms to Sally. And they get paid in gold coins. And they get to see the mushrooms being fed to a bunny that has big ears that move really fast, and it has a long and pointy tongue that sneaks out to grab one of the mushrooms, or it actually, with its ears, it burns the mushrooms. It shoots fire on onto the food to make it nice and roasty, and then it noms it up. It's a nice bunny with kind of black tips of the ears and black on the back, and kind of red feet. And Sally says, "This is a Bernie. It's, a bunny and it's burning stuff, so it's a Bernie." And Simona says, "Yeah, I get it. Is that what they're officially called?" "Well, Sally, I officially call them that. I've made I'm quite popular for my encyclopedia of rare animals. And if you ever need one, I can match the right familiar to you. Of course, unless I didn't think of Fia there. Is she like a familiar?" Fia says, I'm not a familiar. I'm my own fox." And Sally says, "Yeah, I thought so." But they go home, able to buy a snack to eat. And Sally actually paid quite well, so they will survive for a few more days until they need to get another odd job. Simona feels a little bad for the Brumblehop, who only now opens their eyes and says, "Oh darn, not again." And they relax at their big home. They got some mushrooms and planted it in a pot to see if it grew. And it seems like it does. That's the end of this story. And I hope you have a really relaxing night or day. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.